All right, I just had a bowl of hummus and veggie sticks, so I'd say I'm pretty #woke for this video. Moving on, what is up? This is Iron Rose Views, an anime review channel, and today we're going to be talking about Cowboy Bebop. If you like bounty hunters, bullets, and babes, I suggest standing by, waiting, and listening to all of my bull until I can convince you to watch this anime. Welcome to Iron Rose Views.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Okay, so the same reason I'm talking about Cowboy Bebop is probably about the same reason why I can't seem to quit smoking cigarettes. Because this anime is an aesthetic Tumblr boy, sad girl, fueled powerhouse. Like, I mean, every situation in this anime, oh, hiccups. Oh man, that's what happens when you've had a couple of these. I'm on vacation, by the way. So, torpedo. This is one of those animes that were so influential in modern day, like, anime culture. I want to talk about sound. I want to talk about music. Cowboy Bebop is the jazz funk opposite of Samurai Champloo, specifically because it was made by R.I.P. Ninjabez. Ninjabez is one of those artists that kind of redefined an entire genre. Ninjabez created, in my opinion, he is the father of lo-fi hip-hop, and probably not a lot of other things will ever begin to top the things that he's made in music. I mean, just look at the intro to Samurai Champloo, which I'm not going to go into right now. It's not my business. Today we're talking about Cowboy Bebop, all right? So let's get into the meat and potatoes. This is why I'm paying an editor. Christ. There we go. First thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about Jet, and I want to talk about Spike. Spike Spiegel is the main protagonist slash hero of Cowboy Bebop, so to speak. I mean, this dude is everything you want. First of all, he was a mix between Clint Eastwood and Bruce Lee. That was his design. That was an actual design by the creators, what they were going for. And you can see it within the first scene. So, like, this dude is quite literally the man in the yellow jumpsuit mixed in with all of the cowboy desperado shit you would want from Clint Eastwood. To include his role in, what was that movie called? El Camino. There we go. I can't forget it because, you know, El Camino. Anyway, that was Marine Corps shit popping into my head. I had this dude named Weeby who used to do that every time we went on a run. It was fucking annoying. But let's talk about real crazy connections. All right, so Spike and Jet. Wow. Right off the bat, you see a relationship between these two that is just like the most Tumblr boy, like how men should react with each other, fragile masculinity type bullshit. In my opinion, I think these dudes are crazy. I think their relationship is such a vibe. I mean, 1 minute they'll have this really deep Tumblr aesthetic conversation, and the very next minute they'll be like, "Hey, what are we having for dinner?" Well, it's my famous bell peppers and beef, of course. Bell peppers and beef? How can you call it bell peppers and beef when there's no beef, man? Well, if you made us more money, we'd probably have beef. But you can pretend, you know? Jet, I get that you're like the old wise black guy in this anime, but if you don't, like, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna put 2 bullets between your eyeballs. That wasn't very Tumblr of you, sad boy. Every time I close my eyes, all I see is pain and sadness. So, I mean, who is Spike? Spike Spiegel is this slightly hot-headed, slightly impulsive, but he's only impulsive because he knows what he's doing. Like, he always is able to handle himself no matter what the fucking situation is, which makes him insane as a character. He's like, if Saitama wasn't overpowered and had the same abilities as a human, but kind of a detective, kind of a bounty hunter, right? This dude's constantly, like, highly aggressively piloting ships. He's always, like, fucking up his bounties, man. Like, I don't know how to describe it. So, like, this show's not lighthearted, all right? The first episode starts off with this dude who's selling this drug called Red Eye, which has the cheesiest subbed set, like, phrase I've ever heard after he used it.
Yeah, keep those eyes open.
I mean, like, that shit. Like, that's incredible. Who writes like that? Who can do that? I don't know. It starts off really corny. First couple of episodes are very like, this is a project anime. But it flows forward with this type of, remember Black Mirror? Or one of those shows, that Midnight Bloody Bus, whatever, that German horror show that was like, each episode was a tale that had nothing to do with the next one. That is Cowboy Bebop up until like the last 5 or 6 episodes. It's just consistently a new adventure, a new tale, something that the main character learns from, something that you as a person can learn from. Because like I said, like while I might say like, oh, this is Tumblr-esque as like a joke, nothing about this was a joke. It was actually really, really pleasant, the way that they presented the writing, the way that they presented a lot of this anime. I don't exactly have the ability to bring forth the way that it spoke to me, because to me, this was an anime that was like, you know, it came out in, I want to say 99, and it was probably the first anime I've ever seen. It's probably the best anime up until I saw Psycho-Pass, because I'm not one for the shonen animes, as we talked in the last time. I'm not all about that power of friendship. So in that same episode, you got the same this trend that I'm noticing in anime history. The Japanese people have been simps for hundreds of years, apparently. No offense to anyone's Japanese. I love you guys. You guys made anime. You guys made a lot of things really great. So we're not even going to jump into any of that. Absolute zero hate or bias. I just call things how it is. But this chick, she's like Jet's XXXXX, probably 400th time now, ex-girlfriend. And what she does is she kind of like, she's going with the red eye boy, and they got pipe dreams of making moon pies on planet dipshit with 14 carats of gold and 70 acres. Like, I don't know what they think they're gonna get for selling these drugs, but selling like an entire bowl worth of drugs is probably not gonna be the thing that's gonna get you where you need to go. She doesn't get that, and they end up flying off and trying to evade the space police while also trying to evade Spike Spiegel, who is in the Swordfish 2. He's in the Swordfish 2, and it's just like, the whole time you know it's coming. It's just murder. Like, this lady's not gonna make it. Jet's already said his piece about moving on and doing the right thing and being the lawman and blah, blah, blah. So I already know he's not gonna give a fuck. And then on top of all of that, hold on. Yeah, but sorry about that. Mild inconvenience. Like I said, I'm on vacation. Man, I mean, that's just Spike and that first altercation. I mean, it was pretty deep. Of course, I'm not going into it as deep as I want to, because I'm not going to spoil it for you. Even the first episode's pretty much bang. It really removes you from that Shonen Jump mindset of power scaling and all that stupid shit where it's like, oh, Goku's a planet breaker. Oh, Vegeta can make a solar system. Like, this isn't an anime where like metaphorical feats can even come into play, because they don't matter. The only thing that matters is, can you get that first shot off fast and accurate? The only thing that matters is, how good are your hands? And that's what we like to see in an anime. We like to see them run into good hands, like squaring up, having a good time, throwing it down. That's why we like G-Series for Gundam, right? Burning Gundam, or Shining Gundam, if you call it that, like a weirdo, before the Mandela effect went into place. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's dumb how good this anime is. And I wish a lot more people had an opportunity to jump into it. So let's talk about another character. Let's talk about Faye Valentine. Faye Valentine goes into a casino. So this is a chick that's like 76, but she looks 20-something because she was frozen cryogenically or some other shit. She's put in like stasis. It's basically frozen on up, so that way she could, I don't know what the point of her being frozen is, actually, now that I think about it. And I just rewatched the anime for like the 18th time. They never really delved too deep in why she was frozen. They were just like, this is what happened and this is why you're here. And they never really gave her like reason. There's no monumental reason. She's not some secret key to Pandora's box or any fucking thing like that. She's just a really bad bitch. Let's be honest here. And I'm gonna hit her up. Spike probably tried to hit her up on the ship. But then again, Spike also said something along the lines of,
Jet, do you know that there are 3 things that I particularly hate?
Really?
Kids, animals, and women with attitudes.
Oh.
So tell me, Jet, why do we have all 3 of them neatly gathered in our ship?
So, like, I don't even know if Spike went for it, but the way they met Faye, Faye was in a casino. She was looking for this chip that, like, I think it had some sort of her, like, criminal background. She was looking for a pass, whatever the hell, and this chip was the key to it, but the chip was inside of a fucking poker chip. So this poker chip is microchip. It's a lot of chips. Anyway, so the chips fucking fall, literally.
Just give me the damn chip.
So Spike gets the poker chip, and the good one. Neither of them win you $1 million. So all of this is fucking for two bounty hunters that complain about being hungry all the time. These dudes don't give a shit about money. But I couldn't be me, man. I'm too serious about my money. I need all of it. If you guys want to donate anything, let me know, and I'll start putting like a Venmo account down there. I don't care. Money is my life. Because people that say money, we're not even gonna. Yeah, you know, that stuff happens. Basically, Spike saves the day and he saves Faye. And at the end of it all, it just turns into this thing where she's like, oh my God. And then she stays with them. But she never has a romantic interest in Spike. And then they pick up some kid named Ed. And this kid's... Honestly, I want to say this kid has a hyper-accelerated form of Asperger's. And this isn't making fun of anyone with Asperger's at all. There's no reason to. Most of you are smarter than us anyway. So this kid can hack into satellites and everything. Can't socialize whatsoever. But this kid can run code like nobody's business. He or she, because their gender is extremely androgynous, is hacking into satellites and just graffitiing planet Earth because they can. And Spike and Jet just happen to be there. I think Ed pulled their ship into orbit and like hacked their shit, and they were like, why? And all this kid wanted to do was get on board because he was like reading about them on some forum. Which is what most of you can do about me, is read about me on a forum, write about me on a forum, spread the word. But I don't know. Ed is a character that has like a lot of build up, like almost 2 whole episodes dedicated to, but there is no explanation or expose or anything about their past once again. And that bothers me a lot. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but I 100% remember there never being an explanation of why Ed was so fucking Eddie. Like Ed and Eddie. Like Ed, like double D. You know what I mean? Look, this isn't one of those animes that are gonna have you on your fucking edge of your seat, up on your toes, and hipping and scopping and hollering every 5 seconds, all right? This is one of those animes where when you look at it and you're like, oh wow, this was really cool. This was a vibe. This is something I can get into. This is something I can learn from. This is one of those types of animes. You're wondering what I'm looking at. I got this beautiful view out here right now, the beach and everything. All I can say is an anime like this translates to what we're going through right now in American history, all right? We're literally making history. And I'm not making history. You're not making history sitting back watching this YouTube video. People in the streets protesting and shit, they're making history, all right? We had one of our guys get plastered in Oakland like 2 or 3 days ago because someone thought he was a cop. Don't do that. Don't be that guy, please, all right? All I can say is this shit is not what our founding fathers intended. So stay alive, stay safe. This quarantine is still happening. COVID is still happening. It hasn't gone away just because shit got weirder. But above all of that, make sure that whatever you do, whatever you join in on, whatever habit you get into, make sure it's something that builds you up and makes you a better person, because that's what we should be doing during this time. Now, I want you guys to comment below the anime you want for next week. We got 2 choices here. I want to see what you guys have to say. Trigun or Akame ga Kill. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. That's how wavy the anime is. But I like covering and watching really depressing, morbid anime. So if you guys come up with one that is ridiculous, you let me know. I will just get it on and crack it. I'm not really worried about it at all. Sorry I'm looking over here the whole time, but... Alright, this has been Iron Rose Views and my general opinion of Cowboy Bebop. My dude bro, I'm at the beach. Here's a Sierra Nevada ass opinion on all things anime. Alright, take it easy. Have a good week. Make sure you guys check out Backwood Blaze's page on Instagram, man. Dude's got some awesome music. And while you're at it, hit up on any like editing or things you want to do. He's working freelance right now. He does all these videos and he's pretty great. Also stay tuned, Tekken and Rebirth will be doing a Gundam tournament on Gundam Versus here in the beginning of July to celebrate MBON. We're gonna do it live. It's gonna have a lot of cash prizes and shit. Stay tuned, it's gonna be cool. You guys are not gonna wanna miss it, especially if you're an OG Gundam fan or if you like Gundam or if you're interested in Gundam and you wanna see some raw, insane gameplay, come check it out. All right, this has been Iron Rove's Views. You guys have an excellent day. Keep it real. I don't really have a catchphrase yet, so just keep it real. What is up, guys? So, change of scenery, wild, right? Just got home from vacation, and I got this package from Bandai Namco. All right? So, let's see what it is. Check it out. I'm really excited. Oh, fuck, dude. Woo! I think this is a custom PlayStation wrap featuring Gundam Barbatos, Gushan, the full city. Oh, where's he at? Sorry, full city, and the Ryusei Go, because Iron Blooded Orphans is the only I've reviewed so far, and they're the only Gundams that I really use inside of Gundam Versus. So this is incredible. This is pretty cool. I mean, if anyone else wants to send donations of anything, Gundam, Gunpla, anime related whatsoever, I'll wear your shirts, I'll shout it out. If you've got a brand that you represent and you want to throw it my way, dude, it'll be featured on the channel every week. But this, thank you so much, Bandai Namco. This is cool. The inner fanboy in me is losing it right now. Like this, I've not been this happy in a long time. I love Iron Blooded Orphans. It's one of my favorite anime. Gundam Versus is one of my favorite PlayStation title games right now. And I don't care what the Gundam community has to say about it. It's fun and entertaining if you play with the right people. This is amazing. Thank you so much.